In this video, we'll be going over the inventory feature ingredients page. Now, this is probably the most important part of this entire feature because this is where we're letting the system know how much does each of these ingredients cost us, right? So just looking back, our last video covered our items tab. And from here, we were able to see our meal cost. We were able to see how much this grilled chicken was costing us for this dish, for example. So where is this price coming from? So if we go back to our ingredients page, you can see that I could individually edit each ingredient, or up on the top right hand corner, I could bulk edit to edit more than one thing at a time. And while I'm editing these ingredients, this here price per unit is where we will be setting what we're paying for this. So here we have grilled chicken. We're letting the system know we pay $10 per pound. It's in the the category of proteins, just for our own sake, which I'll go over in a moment, and the current quantity. So, how much of this do I currently have in stock? In this case, I'm letting the system know I have 100 pounds of this in stock. And when I click update, it'll make sure to give me accurate information. The system is letting us know that we need 3.75 pounds of grilled chicken for production this week, and we're going to be left with 96 pounds in stock. So it's a great way to not only be able to keep track of what your ingredients are costing you per week, but also keep track of what you're running low on and what you need more of. A good example of this is down here with the sugar. You see we're in the negative, which means we need to go grab some sugar ASAP because we don't have enough for production this week. Moving on, we'll go over some of the basics. Up here on the top left-hand corner, we have the category view, and this will split up our list to be based on categories, such as here you see proteins and condiments. And this is very simple to set up. We simply come to Edit Categories, add or edit the categories as you wish, and then when you are editing each meal, you could simply change that category to something else. Just below category view is our option to add an ingredient. And now this should look familiar. This is the same Nutritionix API that we use when we're adding an ingredient to a meal. And nothing to worry about. You could still add your ingredients to meals as always. This is just an optional additional way to be able to add ingredients into the system. Next, we have one of our most highly requested features, which is called ingredient mixes. Now, we'll have a full video on how ingredient mixes work, but essentially what this is a grouping of ingredients that make up a master ingredient that'll be easier for you to apply to meals. So what do I mean by that? Maybe I have a secret sauce and I put 5 tablespoons of this secret sauce onto almost all of my dishes. This goes onto my chicken, this goes onto my beef, this goes onto my fish. So instead of each time you're creating a meal having to enter every ingredient of that secret sauce, we could just come in here and build out that secret sauce and then apply those 5 tablespoons of secret sauce to our meals. So that might sound confusing, so let me simplify this for you. I'm going to click this Show Ingredient Mix button, and that'll show me the secret sauce I have created. And when I click Edit, I can see that this secret sauce is nothing more than just tomato sauce and sugar. But of course, this could have many ingredients. So let's go ahead and add some garlic. And let's say that I add this in ounces, and that I add 2 ounces of garlic to this. And I can just go ahead and update this. So now what's really great is when this secret sauce item is required, the system is going to let us know how much of each of those individual ingredient items we need. And to apply this to one of our meals, we would simply go to our menu. Let's pull up an item. And when we're in our ingredients page, we now have a new option to add ingredient mix. And here you see we have our secret sauce, and we can just go ahead and add that to our item. It even shows us the breakdown of everything we need. Let's change this back to something like ounces, and we'll be able to see exactly what we need here. And finally, up here at the top right hand corner, we have a conversion tool for your convenience. So, for example, if I want to know a conversion for 300 ounces to pounds, I could go ahead and quickly get that result up here in the top right hand corner just to make navigating your ingredients a little bit easier. And so you don't have to constantly be changing the unit of measurement for each ingredient. You can quickly be able to do something like that. And that's a quick overview of the ingredients page. Again, there will be some more videos going into more details for some other features, such as the ingredient mix. And thank you for your time. I'll see you next time.